Final Fantasy's producer laments the iconic RPG series is struggling. EA accidentally sold off FIFA 23 for a humble 6 cents. I know, right? Crazy. And one Diablo 2 fan decided to beat the game solo in a pacifist hell run that many didn't believe was possible. All this and more right now on today's Daily Fix. It looks like despite the commercial success of recent games like Final Fantasy XIV and Final Fantasy VII Remake, producer Naoki Yoshida laments the series is struggling to catch up with the rest of the industry. In a recent interview with Invert, Yoshida discussed his main goals of creating many different types of Final Fantasy titles to offer a wide variety for fans and new fans alike. Yoshida elaborated on this with a quote, "In terms of whether Final Fantasy is successful adapting to industry trends, I believe the series is currently struggling. We are now at a point where we receive a wide variety of requests regarding the direction of our game design. To be honest, it'd be impossible to satisfy all those requests with a single title. My current impression is that all we can really do is create multiple games and continue creating the best that we can at any given time."
And that they are, as Square Enix released a plethora of titles like the 64-player online kart racer Chocobo GP and Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster.
With continued support of the franchise's mobile ports, the upcoming Crisis Core Remaster, and the highly anticipated releases of Final Fantasy XVI and VII Rebirth, the series may be struggling now, but it'll only be a matter of time before we're cruising Regalia style. Moving on, do you remember a time where you could get anything for less than 50 cents? Well, EA accidentally listed its FIFA 23 Ultimate Edition for less than 10 cents, and get this, it will honor the price. Reported on PC Gamer, the mistake marked down the Ultimate Edition from $99.99 to just a humble 6 cents on the Indian Epic Games Store. Though the post was quickly taken down, it was not before several people were able to purchase it and celebrate their deal on Twitter. EA then emailed each Epic Store user to admit the mistake and confirmed they would not be demanding the correct payment. Good on EA for taking the heel. FIFA 23 will be the last of its name as EA opted to not pay the $250 million price tag. The series will return in 2023 as EA Sports FC. And lastly, we pride ourselves here at IGN at recognizing those who dare to do the impossible, and one Diablo 2 player challenged himself to complete a pacifist hell run that many speculated couldn't be possible. YouTuber and streamer Macro Boy has officially completed the world's first solo untwinked Hell Pacifist Sorceress run on Diablo 2 Resurrected. For this pacifist run, Macro was not allowed to attack, set traps, or use any damaging auras. The only damage that was allowed was a result of damage being dealt from a monster attacking his character. Macro's plan was to armor his sorceress with chance to cast items that cause the AoE Nova spell and cold armor passive skills to increase damage and inflict damage to enemies. It took over 50 hours of playtime to scavenge for item drops to help Macro complete the run, but in the end, his hard work really paid off. To watch the full breakdown of Macro's pacifist hell run, check out the link to his YouTube channel in the description. And that is your Daily Fix for today, August 17th. If you didn't hear, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's campaign is launching 1 week early. And if you want to learn how you can get in on the action before anyone else, head on over to IGN.com for more details. Follow the Daily Fix on Snapchat, download IGN on all the apps, and for everything else, just stick to IGN. I'm Narz, and remember to always stay fabulous.